As chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, my goal is to reset the United States relationship with Africa by focusing on shared challenges, expanding people-to-people relationships and exchanges, developing partnerships to increase youth participation in the digital workforce, and championing a more robust presence across the continent. Indeed, this relationship is so important to me that we bring trust on the front burner of the Foreign Affairs Committee, that this focus on Africa is my first public event as a chairman of the committee. Now, Judge, you mentioned that with the Biden administration now at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and a democratically controlled House and Senate, we have an opportunity to redefine America's foreign policy and to do so in a way that makes it clear that America is back at the table. This is especially true in Africa, which the previous administration spent the last 4 years viewing only through the prism of competition with China and Russia. The previous administration's focus on great power competition reduced Africa to a pawn in a great game. And frankly, this approach was insulting because it assumed that Africans lacked any agency for how they affected and were affected by foreign affairs. And I'm here today to articulate a vision of U.S. Africa policy in which Africa and Africans are at the forefront of our relationship with the continent, and where our relationship is collaborative and of mutual benefit. After the events of the past 4 years, it has been made clear that the United States has significant work ahead in repairing its moral credibility and reputation. Our ability to advocate abroad for democratic principles like the peaceful transition of power and equal rights is made more difficult when we fail to live up to those standards domestically here at home. And as a result of the United States struggles with COVID-19 pandemic, widening inequality and police brutality, it is also clear that we do not have all of the answers. We are still endeavoring to build a more perfect union. That work is never complete. And I recognize that we must re-engage with the world with humility, and that our ability to advocate for democracy and human rights must start with a commitment to the same values right here at home in the United States of America. We must use this moment of opportunity to approach Africa anew in a way that transcends traditional domestic and foreign policy and allow us to collaborate on shared challenges, overcoming the last 4 years of isolation by increasing people-to-people exchanges to promote understanding and shared respect for common values. It's important to emphasize that the United States is not simply developing its approach that it has to the continent in an echo chamber. This session, which is why I'm so thankful to Judge for putting this together, is the start of a conversation I look forward to continuing in the months ahead with African governments, regional organizations, regular citizens, and the diaspora about the United States relationship and what it should look like with Africa.